Hello and welcome to another real-time sports stream. Boys are back. Dwain, McFarland, Ian Hartitz in the house. We've been trying to give you guys another one of these, better part of the last 2-3 weeks, but Dwayne's computer decided to die, and then a couple of these had a problem filling, but it is 10:30 Eastern here on August 14th. Happy Thursday. Dwayne, we're back drafted, man. Life is good.
The boys are buzzing. Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley off the board for the folks listening in. This is a full PPR league. You start two running backs, two wide receivers, one tight end, one quarterback, but two flex. If you watched the video from last time, Ian and I, we did some reflection on the draft, and we didn't necessarily feel bad about going zero. We felt like it was kind of the value that was given to us in those drafts. But I think we've learned. I think, we're at pick 12 tonight. I'm thinking that we'll go hero here. We'll at least get a guy, unless they take them all in front of us.
They're starting to already. I would really like to get one early.
I'm hoping we get Achan. I want Achan or Genty. I would take. I would like to get Achan and Nico Collins. Like that would be like my dream scenario. Two players you and I both love. Like we're both like ecstatic about both guys. Mm-hmm. That would be the dream. But any combination of Brian Thomas and Derrick Henry, Brian Thomas, Achan, Genty. I mean, we would maybe even go ahead and consider Bucky Irving, just to have a guy. Now, we'll see what happens here. Let's just see what happens. CMC just went off the board. So we've got 4 running backs gone. We've got 3 wide receivers so far. And you and I last year, man, we would be in some of these and the running backs would go super heavy. And then there were some where they went light. Remember, we actually had a draft where we took 4 running backs in the first 6 rounds because that's what they left. And everybody was going, zero. So we'll see, how everybody, what path they decide to take tonight. We're kind of at 12, it can be tough because if the drafters next to you are any good, like they can just cut you off like over and over. So I think staying balanced up top, at least right now, because if we at least have an anchor running back, I can feel fine, man, about filling in the running back 2 later. But last draft, it was so hard because we needed 2. Yeah. And we had to take like 27 running backs. We set the record for running backs. Guinness World Records actually called us and confirmed that. Just kidding, guys.
I love Jordan Mason. If you guys have heard us talk like 1 or 2 times this year, you know that I love Jordan Mason. I don't love when Jordan Mason is undisputedly RB1, Dwayne. That's a little bit too much even for me. So as we get into the draft, again, we are picking here at the turn over at RealTime Sports. Dwayne, pretty normal draft. Again, the only difference we kind of talk about is an increase in passing yards, not 0.04 points, it's 0.05. Not really enough to really change our ranks, though, even then.
No, it's you get a little bit of a bump to the quarterbacks, but it's still the tier. It doesn't change your tiers. Like you could say that Burrow, sneaks a little closer, right, to the top tier of guys. But we've got Burrow in his own tier anyway. So yeah, well, we're looking good right now. If the big question is if Achan goes right here, are we willing to take Bucky Irving, or do we just go ahead and go receiver? Oh yeah. We can go Henry. We can go big dog. Big dog. I'm good with that.
Nico would be.
I do have the ADP also open for this site because last time just got crushed. Yeah,
something
ADP of 13.
Something we could have checked maybe a little bit closer before we started.
Well, we knew it from last year. Honestly, you know how it goes. Like you and I get so we're just grinding all day, and we're studying players and doing all these things. And honestly, rule number 1, be really prepared for your draft. And I can honestly say that we were not prepared for our first draft. So we've got a guy about to time out. So I'm just going to have Achan ready to go. I'm pounding Achan if he leaves it.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Did leave it. Right. He takes Nico Collins and Achan. Right?
I believe you started off the stream saying that's what you wanted, Dwayne. Let's freaking do it.
Yeah, the only guy you could talk me into, I'm going to go ahead and take Achan first just to send a message.
I guess the question
would be, the other. I'm just looking
I'm Team Nico. I was going to say, if you wanted to double tap RB, I'm open to it. But I think Nico, man, you have him. I'll pull our we got Dwayne and Danny Tiershit over here. Yeah.
Let's
We're gonna take Nico, but yeah, I mean, you guys can see it. Like Nico Collins firmly in that same tier. Jettas, CD, Jamar Chase. You're wide receiver 4 now, Dwayne. You came along. Welcome, man.
Well, Puka got moved down.
It's good over here. Yeah.
So, and Puka still I love. Like if I knew Matthew Stafford was healthy, I'm taking Puka over Nico.
No, I agree with that. I made a similar decision when this stuff started going down. So, yeah. All right. Hey, we already have a running back, man. Look at us.
Yeah. No. Hey, now it's like smooth sailing. To be honest, like I really don't care what happens now. We at least have one. We can't be.
You know what? This was fun. Just set the cue. Hey, thanks guys for tuning in. You know, we're gonna get another one in. No, I'm just kidding. But H and Nico. Dwayne, we were drafting against each other earlier in Jake Seeley's lovely flex format. I also got Nico in round 1 in that one, so doubling up. But you got a little mad at me when I took Trayvon Henderson before you had any chance of getting him. Felt good. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly nearly took Trevion in round 3. But I had the second pick, and I thought I can't force it this soon. Although I went ahead and forced another player I'm in love with, which is Tet McMillan. But the thing is, in that league, you've got to start 3 wide receivers, and you can start up to 5. The most running backs you can start is you can start 3. You start 2, and it can be one of your flex positions, not 2. So that swung me to the wide receiver. But looking back at it, you know, just the feeling that I had when you took Trevion Henderson, it really pissed me off.
It was fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a similar thing with Travis Hunter too.
I don't want to say the whole time.
I don't want to say I've been out on either guy. I've honestly been. I mean, Dwayne's been higher. Like you've been higher on me than on Hunter and Henderson throughout this offseason for sure. But like as I've gotten into redraft, especially this last month or so, man, and started getting them under my belt. Like clicking on Travis Hunter, it's fun. Man. Clicking on Brian Robinson, Dwayne, it's not fun.
We just want We just want these players that have massive ceilings. I mean, and that's what we're talking about. And when you're playing in a contest like this, like rule number 1, we need to win the league, right? To get into the next round, or you got to score a lot of points. But you know, if you want to win one of these leagues, you know, you've got to have a lot of firepower at the end. You know, whenever you get into the race. So this draft's going pretty similarly. I'm glad we did go ahead and take a running back, which Achan's such an easy click down there because Bucky Irving and Josh Jacobs both go now. It's like you said, this is a very old school, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's a very old school kind of feel though, in the way these drafts get handled. So like what my gut tells me is that still some version of a wide receiver heavy draft is really what you want because it's what people are leaving. And it's the way you potentially build a super team. The problem is like, you can't have completely nothing, which is kind of how we were left hanging last time. So yeah.
And we've been talking a lot about more so how to attack your home leagues. I've already had articles, ESPN, Yahoo, Sleepers should be up there tomorrow if you guys happen to be drafting this weekend. And this is one of these formats though, Dwayne, where I don't feel good about going off of ADP. I feel like I need to go kind of get our guys, you know, where we have them ranked. That's the amount of respect I have for these other drafters. And that's something we were talking about too, just in terms of knowing your league mates. And it's like, yeah, it's a situation where when we see Trayvon Henderson, I think it's on Yahoo, he has round 7 ADP. Look, I mean, that's cool. And if you can get him in round 7, fantastic. But at the same time, man, know who you're drafting with. And if your boy John is deciding to draft sober and he's actually pretty good at fantasy football, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be letting him get all the way to round 7.
Yeah. It's pretty much following ADP right now. I've got ADP up on our site. You could share that too. But it's pretty much right down the board. Yeah, sure. like ADP right now over on our site shows that Brock Bowers, Bucky Irving went a tad earlier, but Jonathan Taylor just went, you know, what is that round 2 pick? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So pick 21. He's 20 in ADP over here on fantasylife.com. So fantasylife.com says the next pick is going to be Kyron Williams. So we'll see.
Here's our ADP tool. If you guys have not seen it, again, just really helpful having
It's
all these
great.
different ones right there together. And I also love just the format. Hey, ESPN, Sleeper, Yahoo, CBS. And then we start getting into these leagues that, again, you're going to have a few more dollars behind. Not that the nerds and the people, you will call them sharps, are always going to be right about everything. But there are situations, man. Like I think I tweeted out a screenshot. Like you look at the 49ers wide receivers, for example, and it's just pretty shocking, man. Like Parasol, Juwan Jennings, we're talking outside the top 120 on ESPN, outside the top 100 on Yahoo. And then, like, yeah, Underdog's crazy. That's best ball. It's a little different. But RT Sports, which is what we're playing on right now, like top 90 over there, FFPC, top 95. I mean, again, when you're seeing disparities that big, Dwayne, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like you said, it's not to say that it's necessarily sharper, but when people are putting this much money into it, and they're drafting a lot of teams, they're at a minimum going to be informed, and a lot of them are going to be sharp. So, and I think Underdog, like honestly, like it's just as sharp as like $2,000 stake leagues, like based on kind of I haven't done super deep research into it, but I've done some basic research on it.
I more so meant the overall spot. I think the
Yeah,
positional
no, I'm following
ADP
you.
is absolutely as sharp as any of them. So
Yeah, yeah. So it's again, it's following pretty much right down ADP right now. There goes Kyron.
By the way, I did want to give some love to RealTime Sports, rtsports.com. Again, we are playing in the Fantasy Life Championship, $300 entry. Yeah, I know.
How are we not leading with we're playing in the Fantasy Life Championship?
$500K to first place, $75K to second. But hey, if you come in first place or even second place in your league, you're still getting $1,000, and that actually gets you into basically the championship. Which, Dwayne, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 3-week winner takes all sort of deal eventually. So your league actually wraps up. What is it? Week 14, and then it's week 15, 16, 17, like for the 500K, right?
Yep. I haven't pulled. It might be week. Yeah. I have to look again. It might be week 13, 14, and 15.
Something around there.
So yeah. So no, I think your league probably ends on week 12. Here I am again, not completely prepared.
Worry about that later. We're trying to draft a good team right now, but yes, it is full PPR. As we said, just a little bitty, boost for the passing yards. Otherwise, pretty standard.
Regular season is 1 through 13. The postseason is 14 through 17. So playoffs, 4 teams, over 2 weeks. Yeah. So I guess that's week, 12 and 13, and then 14 through 17 is the postseason.
It's great though, man. I mean, I've only been drafting over here a couple years now, and not to put down the other sites, but I truly just kind of enjoy the format. I like how often we're able to get in here. I like the kind of prize allocation for the championship. So Fantasy Life Championship, you guys are trying to get in these streets. Again, it's $300 per. I think it might be $350, Dwayne, but if you get a certain amount of entries, it goes down to $300. One of those deals. So either way, small price to pay since you're going to take home that $500K. So it's all good.
Yeah, it's an entry fee. It says $300. You do get a discount if you get like a 3-pack,
which is nice.
Yeah.
As we get into round 3 here, drafting with some, probable sharks. Who knows? Team 1 going full 0 RB so far. Jamar Chase, Jackson Smith, Najigba, and Tyreek Hill. Got Saquon Barkley, Kyren Williams, and Lamar Jackson first QB off the board there for Team 2. Everyone else pretty much alternating so far. But yeah, man, Dwayne, we have a running back, man. So everything else is just icing on the cake at this point.
Yeah, I just feel like we're in a way better position than we were before, just because we can't be completely cut off. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I was just looking at the rest of these rules and make sure there wasn't anything else that we weren't mentioning to people. Actually feel kind of bad. Like I used to always do that at the beginning of the show, give everybody everything. 20 player rosters on this one. But yeah, the team with the best win-loss record in the regular season, and then you've got the remaining team with the most points scored. Those are your top 2 seeds. And then you've got the next best win-loss record as your 3 seed, and then your next remaining team with the most points scored as your 4 seed.
Which I actually like that balance. There should be, and I've heard I'm in some leagues, I think, where it's basically 12 teams, top 5 win-loss records make it, and then like the 6th person that makes it is actually just whoever has the most points left. There needs to be something with that. I don't like the whole your win-loss thing doesn't matter. Like you got to beat the man in front of you. I understand it sucks sometimes when you score the second most points of the week and you just happen to face the person, who scored the most. Like that sucks for sure. But that's fantasy football. All right, it's gonna suck sometimes. So. I'm also a fan of the leagues, though, where you do just have 2 matchups a week. You're facing the median score, and then you're also facing whoever happens to be lined up with you on the schedule. So a lot of different ways to go with it for sure. But Dwayne, we got, let's see, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more picks until we are on the clock. I mean, our boy, Travion Henderson, middle of round 3.
Ahead of Omari and Hampton.
Nah, he went 2 picks before.
Oh, did he? Okay, I missed it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, being on the clock now, it's one of those things I've talked about. Like it's easy to rank these guys in your Excel sheet when you're sitting alone, but you start seeing that timer up there. And Travion Henderson versus Breece Hall, why? Why take Breece Hall, man? I'm taking Travion. I'm adjusting the ranks right now. We got a few minutes.
Yeah, no, Travion is. I just think he has a chance to be an absolute league smasher.
When you were talking about again him versus Alvin Kamara.
That's quite a bit ahead of where he goes pick 52 right now on this site based on the latest ADP. So that's quite a bit earlier. But the hype doesn't stop, dude. It's a new there's a new thing every day.
And look, the kick return touchdown was cool, but if anything from that game changed anything, Dwayne, it was just seeing the screen and the 2 quick checkdowns, and it was like, this dude could catch 70, 80 passes this year, potentially.
Yeah.
If anything changed. And you might have had that opinion before. Awesome. But to me, that was the one like, oh, man, okay, this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. I really thought we would get him I think in most drafts, you're still right now going to get him at the 3-4 turn. I think that's, it's a good pick by Keith Dennis, but that's an aggressive pick. So
shout out Keith.
Yep. Shout out Keith.
It's one of those things.
So we really got
Dwayne, it's like last year with Rashee Rice. Like I've yet to see Travion Henderson go, and my reaction is anything other than like, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now you hate it when he's gone. So we got Kenneth. I think Kenneth Walker. How are you on Kenneth Walker now? I know you loved him.
Yeah, I still do.
James Cook just went.
I still do.
T. Higgins is gone. So we're up next. All right. So, man, Trey McBride is still here. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, if Trey McBride is here, is it Trey McBride and Walker?
I'm there with Walker. I don't like any of these wide receivers, really.
Dude, Trey McBride does not. This is far for him.
No, but this is one I like to have someone like Trey McBride.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want him to make it to us.
Like here's our sheet right now, everyone. Nothing against Devontae, Mike, or Marv, but like there are problems with these wide receivers. Like, there are red flags. So I'm saying Walker and McBride, man.
Yeah, I like Walker and McBride. If he takes Walker, I like Tet McMillan. Honestly, I've been taking Tet McMillan over Devontae. Confession. I've been taking.
It's just the Stafford thing.
I know. I've just been taking Tet over all 3 of those guys.
Tetero. T-Mac.
Okay. All right.
So, all right, Chuba. Nice.
So Walker we get Trey McBride. And we get Walker.
I like taking McBride. Take McBride first. Yeah, there you go. Light a fire under KW3. Round 4 pick. No one believes in you, Kenneth.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. Got our tight end locked down. Yeah, got some work to do at wide receiver. We're not going to be touching running back for a while now. Opposite of I don't want to say opposite. We'll probably still end up getting some handcuffs. But honestly, Dwayne, this is what, today on the Fantasy Life Show, going through our RB strategy, this is very similar to the strategy that I want to deploy in home league formats. We'll see how it works out here as well. But again, getting those 2 running backs through 4, I don't really want to deal with this next tier of running backs and be relying on them if I don't have to. Okay. So yeah, if we would have had T. Higgins there or JSN or Tyreek Hill, like I definitely could have been convinced to take another wide receiver.
Yeah, there's a chance that if Trevion's there and so is Kenneth Walker, we just take both.
Yeah. Hey, thoughts on it is redraft, and yeah, we want to shoot for the ceiling, but if we can get Charbonnet at a reasonable price, are you down to handcuff ourselves?
Yeah, he's gonna go. He goes. I think Charbonnet goes too soon to handcuff yourself, personally.
I
But
agree. If we don't love another option on the board, if it just happens to fall that way, though, I'd be down. I'm not
yeah,
going to avoid it.
well, the good thing about it is, unlike most backfields, it's like if Kenneth Walker's out, we're just like, oh, fine, and we just play Charbonnet,
Right.
right? And then once Kenneth Walker's back, you just play him. So I agree with your thought process, like overall on it. This is going to be
I
another
mean,
long
it
draft.
is one of those, and I'm doing my handcuff tiers finally, I think next week. And one of the things I want to look at is just how many of these are legit. You basically cross the guy's name off and you put like, okay, Walker, when Walker's fully healthy, if he has a 3-down roll, like we're going to be ranking him
I think
higher than
Algier does it.
Charbonnet, but it's
I think
close.
Charbonnet does it.
Like they're both RB1s basically. All right. Yeah, of course, Bijan's the RB1. Algier is going to be RB11 or something like that. But like they're still set it, forget it. You're starting them no matter what.
Yeah, like there's other guys that we like that might be in that category, but we don't know. Like Trey Benson.
Ray Davis is close.
Ray Davis
Trey
is
Benson
close.
could.
Garendo could, but he's dealing with an injury.
The Lions guys, even though they don't really count, because
they don't count. But yes, obviously David Montgomery would have massive contingent value. Which
the Steelers should, but I don't trust Arthur Smith. I think Kenneth Gainwell is going to get involved.
I think J.K. Dobbins is pretty close. Like, but that Sean McVay is going to mix somebody else in.
Sean Payton,
but I think you would love J.K. Dobbins if R.J. Harvey was not playing. I think you would 100%. Be like elated to play him.
That's the thing with Dobbins.
I think Tajay Spears was one of them, but like you got the high ankle sprain you got to deal with now.
Dude, the hate for Dobbins, it's Eckler-esque. It's that 50-yard run he had against like the Raiders where he just slowed down at the end. Most of these washed guys, like there's supposed to be stats that indicate they're being really bad. Dobbins was the only one in that backfield last year worth a damn. Like he was 4.6 yards per carry. Kamani Vidal and Gus Edwards were 3.6. All the advanced numbers, the rushing yards over expected and stuff, say Dobbins is really good. That Chargers offensive line last year wasn't a world-beating unit by any stretch. We saw what happened to him against the Texans. I mean, again, no, if you ask Dobbins to run a 50-yard race against these other running backs, he might finish last. But you know what? Maybe it's a little bit overrated out there, Dwayne. I don't know. So
yeah. My wish is Ted McMillan makes it back to us. He's pretty far down this list in ADP. He's at 60. So like there's a chance like he's going to be right on the border of hanging around.
He is. Maybe I need to do an article on like the biggest home league smashes, period. T-Mac is repeatedly just going so late on some of these home league sites, man. Trying to find it right now,
dude. I'm filling up the queue right now. Like with our next pick, like I've got
round 8, ESPN, Tedero McMillan. Yeah, should be illegal.
Well, he's in my wide receiver strategy article, which will drop tomorrow morning. If you guys use it, you're essentially going to draft T-Mac every draft because of what Ian just said. How late he goes. I have him ranked wide receiver 19.
Bro, he's our consensus.
On talking data to me or talk data to me today. He has him as his wide receiver 18. So I actually felt better. And you're pretty high on him too. I think you're like 22 or 23. So I mean, we've all got him as a wide receiver 2, and you're getting to take him as a borderline. What is he there? Is that a low end wide receiver 3?
I got him 46th overall. That's probably not even high enough. The more I look at it. But
what I'm saying is the ADP that you talked about on ESPN. It's 85. What wide receiver is that?
Hey, Dwayne, I have a scary question to ask you.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams or George Pickens?
There goes Ted. To the guy that says he's taking down the experts. He's doing a good job. I like his draft so far. Bijan Robinson, Brock Bowers, Omarion Hampton, Ted McMillan.
When the worst person you know makes a great point. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's fine. But hey, Devontae Adams or George Pickens? Like, how far are you really scared about Devontae?
How scared? Which one do I want to draft?
Yeah.
My gut says George Pickens, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I've not drafted Devontae Adams. My problem with Devontae Adams is he was still good last year, but you have the age, and it's Sean McVay, and Stafford's a kingmaker. So it was like I was fine drafting him a little bit, but with any worry about Stafford, like I don't worry about Puka as much because I know that Jimmy G can still throw all that scheme shit. That he did the Debo. Debo had 1,400 yards receiving or something stupid like that with Jimmy Garoppolo as quarterback in 21. Like, so I know Puka's going to get all that stuff. But then Devontae Adams, I don't know, man. That's going to be tougher because he's really asked to play in the role that kind of has to win more on its own. And I just think that's tougher. So
it's one of those things where
I've been out, dude. I've been out on Mike Evans. I don't. It could go wrong, but I don't want to deal with the chance that they hit the age cliff when there's other. The problem is there's other guys going right next to him that I like.
Yeah, T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac is a big one.
And look, I've been sticking up for Jimmy G a little bit because people act like the Rams are going to go from a top 5 offense to like the Saints, which no, they're not. But they could go from top 5 to average. And when you're average, yeah, I don't love the idea of having your second wide receiver legit going like top 15. I mean, that's what we're looking at with Devontae right now. So,
yeah. And I kind of feel like Ben talked about this on Talk Data to me today, and I feel a similar way. I think you're essentially drafting Adams already at his ceiling. Like I don't think Adams is going to have such a season that you're like, oh my God, I just lost my fantasy. Now, we say those things in a vacuum. You could take Xavier Worthy, who's a complete bust, and Devontae Adams scores 16 fantasy points per game. That's going to hurt you. Like
I said that last year about Chris Godwin, Dwain. I was like, yeah, I don't think Godwin's going to kill me not having him. And he was killing me. Goodness gracious.
He was kicking our ass all over the place. Yeah, man. So I'm feeling the same thing you are. The other thing with Evans is like Godwin's eventually going to be back, and Igbuka's he's a little badass, dude. Like there's 3 balls to go around. I just honestly want the cheapest guy in that offense, and it's Igbuka. Well, it's Godwin now.
I wonder if my opinion on, because I know Igbuka is good, but he might be great, and I just don't quite see that because he's never been the best wide receiver on his own college team.
Because he played with all those studs.
Because he plays with freaking studs among studs. It's like, yeah, okay, he wasn't better than Jeremiah Smith or Marvin Harrison Jr. or Jackson Smith and Jigba. No freaking harm in that.
Yeah.
We'll see. I just get some Rome Odunze vibes because of the target competition. But man, if Godwin's literally now going to be on top,
he faces the same thing that Odunze and JSN faced. Here's one major positive: he doesn't have to deal with Shane Waldron, who both of those players had to deal with. Is that not insane?
Shane is in Jacksonville.
What a doofus. Yeah, but not allowed anywhere even near the freaking chalkboard. Like if he goes near the chalkboard, they have Nerf guns and they're like soaked in piss and they have separate shooting them at him.
They have separate keys to like unlock the chalk and they just have not given.
I was just going to say that was a timeout pick, but if Jaden Daniels comes back down here, like, I mean, I'm like, Jesus, like.
Yeah, after Burrow. Wow. Jalen Hurts still on the board. I would have a similar sentiment there.
Yeah, I have a similar sentiment on that one as well. So I've got Worthy, Hunter, Calvin Ridley, J-Mo, and Pickens in the queue. I think we really want 2 of those, but the one player I could potentially detour for would be Jalen Hurts. I kind of like getting 2 of these receivers, though. And
I was about to say, man,
going down the Drake
May. If we still have those wide receivers available, I'm fine passing on Hurts.
Yeah.
It just depends who's available. If it's
like
Jalen Hurts versus Devonta Smith, like, okay, give me Hurts at that
point. Taking down the expert. He finally made it's not a bad pick. It's Terry McLaurin. I don't want Terry McLaurin either.
Terry's really
Terry McLaurin's a 30-year-old wide receiver that had his best year ever last year, and he's probably not repeating it.
Be nice to Terry. People will be more willing to.
I know, but you know.
Do you see where I'm coming from though with this? Like, I understand the way regression works. I like to think I'm a relatively smart person, but people would literally be more willing to draft Terry McLaurin if he had scored 5 touchdowns last year and had the exact same ADP.
That's not true with me.
Yes,
that's not true with me. That is not true with me. I wouldn't be more willing to draft.
I'm saying people out there.
That's actually just kind of funny. Man, if he had scored 5 touchdowns, he'd be going around earlier. But instead, he scored a career high.
If Saquon had gotten hurt on his first carry of the NFC Championship and finished with under 400 touches, people would be like, oh, yeah, Saquon, RB1, no doubt.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I have over in the queue. See, this is the part of the draft where I don't want to be drafting running backs. This is the part of draft where I really want to be on receivers, right? I don't want to draft James Conner in round 4. I don't want to draft Pacheco in round 5. I don't want to draft Tony Pollard in round 5.
Swift.
I don't want to draft Alvin Kamara in there went JMO. I don't want to draft Alvin Kamara, in round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to draft Chuba Hubbard in round 3 or 4. Damn it. There goes Worthy and Hurts. They are drilling our ass.
Pause.
Mark. Okay, well, I'm going to put DK Metcalf over there. I don't like DK as much as these other guys, but, like, he's the only game in town. Or did he go?
He is.
DK go? I mean... Yeah, he went. He's gone.
DK did? Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. He went way before. Okay.
It's those turn picks. There goes DJ Moore. I have not been drafting DJ Moore. But at this point, I would have been okay with DJ Moore.
I'm honestly still okay with these 4 wide receivers you have at the top. Pickens, Hunter, Waddle, and Ridley. I'm very fine getting 2 of those.
Me too. I think that's the move. It
would have been cooler to get Worthy and JMO. Like, I get it, but I'm still okay with those guys.
Yeah. I'm with you. And then Jalen Hurts went, so I had him in the queue.
Mm-hmm. I will say, Devonta. Yeah.
Okay.
Ridley
Devonta is one of these.
Could have had a combo.
Devonta, man, I really like him. But man, the target competition plus the way the offense runs. Oh, dude, yeah. So what? Okay.
There's so many games where he gets 4 targets. George Pickens, 100%.
Yep, agree. And Travis Hunter or Calvin Ridley?
I think so, man. Yeah.
I think it's Travis.
Well, we got a minute.
Okay. All right, we got a minute. I got Pickens over here.
It seems like
I have Hunter over. I have Hunter over Ridley. So
I don't have any concerns now about Hunter not being a full-time offensive player. So throwing that out,
you don't have that. He should be your pick.
Ridley should be getting projection. Can't talk to you about Ridley's projections,
dude. I've been drafting Ridley. I'm with you. So that's why I at least brought it up.
He's not even. If this is like our second wide receiver.
Let's break some shit. Let's go Travis Hunter. Let's break some shit.
Let's keep drafting Travis Hunter, bro. I'm down. All right, I like this team. Dwain's gonna be tweeting this team.
The last team. Slightly embarrassed.
Slightly embarrassed.
And I tweet every team. But I will say
people are nice to us in the comments. Thank you, guys.
Watching Ridley in the preseason game and the kind of routes and stuff they had him on, now who knows? Like, they're doing some vanilla stuff and everything, but I liked what I saw. I was not a fan of the way that he was basically pigeonholed into this outside X kind of receiver in Jacksonville, before. And then last year, he basically just didn't have a quarterback, and it was like, hey, go deep. So I think he's a player that's capable, like, of when I watch him doing everything, and he just went off the board. So
it still was weird, even after, like, how, I don't care if it's Will Levis or Mason Rudolph. Like, how did Ridley go 4 straight games to end last season, no Hopkins, with 6 or fewer targets? Like, that just breaks my brain.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean,
I think one of the answers is, honestly, he's not a guy that you're going to scheme stuff up for, like Hunter's going to get 3 freaking looks a game. Like, that's really what it is.
And the thing with Hunter, I think the beauty of it is, let's say he gets an 80% route participation instead of 90, right? Or 75. Yeah. When he's out there, he's going to get targets.
Yeah. And that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't 60 and, whatever. I've had him. Wide receiver 30 even before preseason, but
we could still be wrong. And he could play less. But I mean, I'm sorry, he's the number 2 pick in the draft. Yeah. He's a freaking awesome prospect. on an offense with a quarterback we're not crazy about, but we have seen support multiple weapons, and and we like Liam Cohen. So it's like there's a lot going for him. I mean, the biggest thing though is like he's a badass.
I don't want him to play him on defense as much as they might.
I don't either. Well, I don't want him to get hurt is the thing.
Right.
I don't want him to get hurt.
Because guys like Devontae Adams and Richard Sherman, I mean, they obviously know a thing or two about what it takes to stay healthy in football. So, like, yeah, I hear you. Everyone says Travis Hunter is an exception to that. And he is the guy that can do it. Man, Heisman, number 2 overall pick. I get it. I get why you can bet on him being the exception. But, those opinions matter. And just don't try and make them go full time both ways. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't sound like they are, but, that's my one concern.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think they will. But
what are we drinking tonight, Dwain?
Unknown. I didn't have time to go get the drink.
Oh my goodness. Well, you got some now if you want, but if you want to lock in, that's fine too.
I just got some water going right now, but I was gonna get the whiskey. I got Rich Rebar coming on in the morning for Talk Data to me. So
you guys how long did you go with Ben? 2 hours 45, I think I saw.
Dude, yes.
I miss those days. That's a whole work week for me, Dwain.
Yeah, we. Well, you're gonna come on and we'll beat that record. We'll do it. We'll set a record just to do it.
Oh man! If you guys have listened to our RB strategy pod, it's like I just I want to keep talking about shit, but you got homeboy in your ear saying we got to freaking go, and I'm like, all right, go.
Yeah, and Swing's doing what he has to do.
100%.
We've got sponsors, we've got spots we've got to hit and everything. But it was funny because it was such an awkward dismount from the Quinshon Judkins conversation, because I literally pitched it to you and I go, Ian, how about you? And you're like, let's roll. And you meant
that was the DraftKings
opening line. And I was like, well, that was awkward.
Oh man. Gotta love it. Well, good information. Awkward dismount, but whatever. We'll watch the film and get better. Dwayne, I'm curious to see what this guy at 1's going to do, because he's doing similar to what we did last time. No running backs through 5. I mean,
he's going to take Quinshon Judkins. You got the news today that saved you. You kind of got a little. It saves you a little bit on this.
Gotta move him up. I'm not gonna go as high up as you though, man. I'm still a little. I think he should be next, like to Tracy and Etienne.
He's just a better player than that. He's a really good prospect. I agree with you.
There's still some uncertainty though. Yeah,
there is. Like, he's taking Quinshon right here. Like, if I was him, I would be taking Quinshon. Have you heard anything else on Mixon?
No.
I've been taking Mixon in best ball when he falls way past ADP.
Yeah.
There's drafts, dude, where he'll go 15, 20 spots after ADP. I've just been grabbing him. And I should have been doing that with Quinshon. There was a draft the other day where Quinshon was sitting there at like 170. And knowing what I know, as long as I've been playing fantasy football and the things I preach, I should have taken him. I should have taken Quinshon Judkins in that.
Well, we should have been drafting Isaiah Bond all off season too, To me, it was just, hey, I was wrong. Hand up. Should have been taking him. That's what happened. So the whole him not being on the team thing was such a wild card for me. I'm shocked everything got
I'm with you, dude.
Settled
it's hard.
quickly. Especially, we were on top of everything. He waived his rights to a speedy trial last week. We went through what Drew was saying about it. Drew mentioned there was the possibility that could be a sign that they were going to settle something up quickly, and that's what happens. I just don't even, man. We gotta go to law school or something, Dwayne.
Yeah, you're a smart dude. You should go to law school. Just go get it done. You're also really good at getting a shit ton of stuff done.
Oh, sounds horrible though, being a lawyer.
You're a grinder.
All due respect to the lawyers listening to us right now, but.
It's going to ask for a pause.
What? No pauses.
No pauses. If Ian's running a site, guys, ever that has where you can come on and win, there will be no pausing. There will be no, if you time out. And you will get the person at the bottom of MVP.
Someone was getting pissed off at me during the flex draft when they autoed, and I was like, "What is this amateur hour?" And I don't think they got my jokingly tone of voice with it. But dude,
this
seriously,
guy dropped his iPad, and it apparently took him 90 seconds to pick it up. Where did he dropped his iPad in the damn gutter? Like we're like,
sorry, dropped iPad. Give me a break.
We're all good. We're messing around.
I'm not. That's BS.
keep your eye on the ball, man. Keep that iPad in your hands.
Drafting on an iPad? That's a crazy move. And he dropped it, so he's not even got it mounted. Insane.
If I were drafting on an iPad and I dropped it, it would literally be like 2 inches into my lap in my bed.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only way I'm using
it. Where is this dude drafting with an iPad? Just strolling around
He was actually on a roller coaster. That's the thing. It took a minute.
That is my beef, though. When you auto, you get rewarded with whoever's at the top of ADP. A lot of times it might actually be a great value. Like, miss me with that. Give me the guys in the ESPN depths that they haven't felt like removing yet. Mike Clay always sends that tweet every once in a while, and he's like, removed these 10 legends from our ESPN player pool. Duke Johnson was on it like last year. Like, I want Duke Johnson going to someone when you time out in round 3. Shouldn't have timed out. Set your cue.
I would love for you to run a contest. These would be amazing rules.
Did you see the thing last week, Dwain, where someone accidentally drafted Ricky Person, Seahawks undrafted running back, instead of Ricky Pearsall, and they wouldn't let him go back and fix it?
That's low key funny.
Hilarious. And then he drafted Pearsall the next round.
That's hilarious.
Little tight end run here, mini one.
Which we need. We need these guys to take the tight ends because we took one early. Now, don't get me wrong. We took one in a tier that fell to us that I am elated to have on our roster. This taking down the experts is taking Egbuka. I feel it in my veins, and I'm going to hate him. It's going to be like the Doc Holliday thing, where he's like, I don't know, darling. Should I love him or should I hate him? Something around the eyes reminds me of me.
Well,
I'm sure of it. I hate him. It appears Mr. Ringo was an educated man. How I really hate him.
I've watched that movie and No Country for Old Men, I think more.
Oh, No Country for Old Men is so good too. I need to go back and watch that again.
I showed the in-laws the other weekend. I'm not sure their thoughts on it. I keep showing them, like, we watched Pulp Fiction last year. I might need to tone it back. Just throw in like a Disney movie or something like that.
They're like,
you guys need to remember the Titans
after you leave. They're like, does he really have to keep doing this?
I'm like, I forgot how, like, just ridiculously, like, in No Country for Old Men, there's all those scenes where he's like knees cut open. There's like a bone showing and all that stuff. And nice. Zay Flowers.
Okay, so let's talk here. I definitely don't think it's quarterback. I think we're taking 2 receivers again. Just look at the list I've got. I've got Egbuka, Odunze, Pearsall, Jennings,
Juan, Jacoby, Reed,
I do have
Debo.
Quinshon Judkins at the bottom of the list. So I just checked out Twitter, Hat Tip Fantasy Mojo. He put up how much Quinshon Judkins has moved up in the last like 24 or like today over on another contest and similar to this. And he's around 7-8 pick. So
yeah,
you need another running back at some point. Now, the other thing, there's not another running back down there I'm really vibing on right now. There's guys I like for sure.
The wide receiver cliff is coming, though. I wouldn't mind having.
I like these wide receivers.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, man, Egbuka, Odunze, Pearsall, Jennings, Jacoby, Jaden,
Jaylen Warren. See, I like this. The fact that people
even Debo
taking these running backs.
Shakur. Yeah. Nice Hawkins.
This is really where things like are working out like for us because people are having to take the tight ends. You got Andrews, Kelsey, Laporta, Hawkinson. This is pushing something to us. This also puts some pressure on these next 3 guys after this guy goes. This guy's taking a receiver. He's taking somebody off of our list. So let's talk here. I'm with you on taking 2 wide receivers, most likely. Like if it got to Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, I would be willing to take Quinshon. And there goes Devo, so you don't have to worry about him.
I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, though. There's not enough picks.
All right, so let's talk about these guys then. I like the order I have them in are Egbuka, Odunze, Pearsall, Jennings, Kupp, Godwin. And I would have Golden. I could throw Jacoby Myers.
I know he's already gone, but I just thought I'd say.
Who? Well, there goes Odunze. Odunze, like I don't want him as my wide receiver 2, my wide receiver 4. Like there's still upside with the dude. Like I mean,
I just drafted him today.
Yeah,
Brian Robinson, let's go. I'm thinking Ricky Bullets and Egbuka.
Yeah, I think Egbuka for sure.
I've heard smart people go back and forth on Dwain versus Pearsall. I've gone back and forth this offseason. Right now,
I have too.
Jawan's hurt.
Yeah.
That's enough of a tiebreaker for me.
Yeah. The wide receiver cliff is coming. And I'm with you. It's like having our 2 running backs is so nice. Jesus.
We have them. Like Judkins is fine.
Pearsall.
There goes Pearsall.
All right. So now we could go. So we're taking Egbuka for sure.
That's right. Fine. Yeah.
Do we want to just go ahead and go Juwan Jennings? The other option is Jaden Reed, but he's dealing with a foot injury. The other option I'm telling you is taking Judkins here. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You like Jennings? We're not taking Cooper Kupp here. Like he could make it.
Jacoby will be the other one. Why is Jacoby not like? Why are you not on Jacoby?
I like him.
Top 24 back to back. We got quarterback upgrade.
I like him. I like him. I don't think he wins me a league. But I don't think he loses me a league either. But I think I still think that the upside of Quinshon Judkins is bigger. And we get, dude, look at these running backs. Like
you talked me into Dylan Sampson, so take Egbuka here, and then we got another minute.
Well, I know I talked you into Dylan Sampson, but we thought Quinshon Judkins was done.
I know, but why can't Dylan Sampson and maybe even a sliver of Jerome Ford divide up what's going to be a low-scoring overall backfield?
It could. I'm just telling you that Judkins is a good pick here.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get Judkins probably at this point in the rest of our draft.
He's going to start moving up. We've got 4 wide receivers. We've got 2 running backs. I like getting him. I think his price is going to go up.
Back-to-back Ohio State Buckeyes. How can I really say no to that? Quinshon Judkins, come on down.
All right, we got him.
Cool. 3 straight rookies. You know it's a Dwain draft.
Yeah, it is. Hey, but before that, none. So
we're prices. Okay. Yeah. Guys, we have started through 8 rounds. Devon Achane, Nico Collins, Trey McBride, Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, Travis Hunter, Emeka Egbuka, Quinshon Judkins. Dwain, do you feel a lot better at this point compared to our last draft, or a hell of a lot better?
A hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. Well, I mean, we really can't. There's nothing that anyone can do to us at this point to where I just feel like, oh my God, our team sucks. Like we can't really screw it up at this point.
Well, dude, we were talking about Judkins earlier, and I was pushing back on Judkins as a, low end RB2. We got him. I was like, he should be next to Tracy. We just got him an entire round after Tracy.
Exactly.
That's fine, man.
Dude. I want Quinshon. I'm going to draft Quinshon Judkins. You might not, but I'm drafting him over Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Warren, Tyrone Tracy, Aaron Jones, and Caleb Johnson. Probably not DeAndre Swift. And it's close with David Montgomery.
On this team, too, it's not like we're relying on him as our RB2. If he does get suspended, and it's not ideal.
And the thing is, man, by like week 5 or 6, dude, like he could be smashing.
And I will say, I mean, Zeke had some other stuff going on. I think there was a little more harder evidence. I don't believe, based on what I've been reading, that Judkins had priors, which I think matters.
No. What I read from Drew, I think things look pretty good right now for Quinshon.
That's why it was they dropped the misdemeanor charges. I believe it didn't actually get to felony because he didn't have any priors. I'm pretty sure. I've been trying to piece together from Drew. but the Fantasy Life Show does not give out legal advice officially. Cooper Kupp, Jacoby Myers after that. Cooper Kupp, Dwain, someone you sent out a good tweet about Adam Thielen. I saw Scott Barrett, shout out, Fantasy Points CEO. He was talking about Cooper Kupp and being just like a 4 or 5 round later version of Devontae Adams. And I was like, that's dumb. And I thought about it and I was like, well, it's kind of a decent point.
No, I like Cooper Kupp. He's not like my most drafted receiver. I'll look real quick.
And we've talked about Cooper Kupp obviously this offseason. One of the reasons I haven't been drafting much of him is because of how quickly the Rams are willing to move on. But you know what? I've used that same thing for DeAndre Swift, where I've been like, are we going to blame the Eagles for moving on from DeAndre Swift for Saquon Barkley? And that's a similar thing. I still do think Devontae Adams is better and has always been better than Cooper Kupp, sure. But like, whatever. It's Devontae Adams. That shouldn't in and of itself mean Cooper Kupp is this jag all of a sudden. And I know I've seen the ESPN Open ratings. I don't think he's prime 2021 Cooper Kupp at this point, but he has had these injuries, man. If we get, it really could be an Adam Thielen sort of season where we might only get 8 or 10 games, but he could be like a wide receiver 2 in those games.
Yeah. No, I think when you look at, Cooper Kupp, he is an older player, but it's all priced in, man. You're getting him in the wide receiver 40s. And I think he's one of these guys that, could easily help offset, some of your young wide receivers if it's taking them some time, to get going.
Yeah.
There goes Mixon. All these running backs went. Javonte Williams, Jordan Mason, Joe Mixon. I think we made 2 really good picks there with Egbuka and Quinshawn. Had Pearsall been there, I think we probably would have went with the 2 wide receivers. But honestly, like getting Quinshawn there, Odunze, but getting Quinshawn there, I think it feels really good, even if we don't get to use him early in the year.
Yeah.
And we know his ADP is going to go up. So like now's the time, because like we're not going to feel the same way about him. Like if he moves up to round 5 or something.
No.
I might feel closer, but I will never be able to get you to feel good about it. So we won't be able to, I'll have to draft him on my own.
Well, I mean, again, you were saying before you like him around. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco went end of round 5. Tony Pollard a few picks before, like Caleb Johnson, DeAndre Swift, round 6. I mean, look, I don't think Judkins is like surefire locked in ahead of those guys. But if we do find out there's no suspension and we're good on that, he could easily go ahead of him, and it wouldn't be egregious by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So, again, the thing that did it for me,
just real quick, he is my 11th most drafted wide receiver. But keep on going.
I mean, whatever. What's that? 12%?
16%.
All right, fair play. I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Again, the thing that did it for me with Judkins, this is honestly a thing. When you're on the clock and stuff, if you're doing a bunch of drafts, I mean. Even if it's someone you're not planning on getting a ton of exposure to, like that's the point when you do it, when they're falling, when you can get them as a value, like that's when you actually make the click. So,
yeah, and that's why I just kind of like kept kind of peppering you with his name. Shouldn't be so hard to get Ian to draft a freaking Buckeye, damn it.
You know what's awesome, Dwain? When I'm looking at the tight ends and I'm going, okay, when do we want to think about it? Oh yeah, we got Trey freaking McBride already. I don't have to worry about that shit because we got Trey McBride, baby.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, Evan Ingram in round 8's pretty nice, and that went to the guy that already drafted Brock Bowers. Like I don't necessarily understand that, but Evan Ingram in round 8. I've drafted quite a bit of Evan Ingram. Like I don't think he's this amazing player, but in Sean Payton's scheme is the underneath guy. It's going to be him and the running backs catching all that underneath. Look at these people doubling up on tight ends, Mark Andrews and Tyler Warren.
Dude.
So the people that are waiting just got jacked.
Good.
You never know what's going to happen, man.
Never know. No, I've drafted a lot of Ingram. He might be, God, dude, looking, and we'll see. I got him cheap enough, but Mike Gesicki still might be my most drafted one. Haven't taken him in a while, but and that maybe it doesn't matter. Like Noah Fant just might not really do much. But okay, I got Njoku number 1. Ingram's my number 4.
There you go. There goes Sharps.
George Kittle number 5. 17.6% George Kittle, Dwain. Going hard.
Man, you are hard in the paint. I was early, and it's not that I'm against George Kittle. It's just now
Scared
that
to
I
compete.
can't stop taking freaking Trevion Henderson. I'm taking him in round 4 of basically every underdog draft from every position. I'm just basically getting Trevion with every combination I can get.
Yeah.
So that means he's going to get hurt. And dude, because that's what I did last year.
Knock on wood. Knock
with
on wood.
Rasheed Rice, Malik Neighbors.
Oh, I know. I remember setting our ranks, or just looking at after 3 weeks or whatever, it was Rasheed Rice 1, Neighbors 2, or some assortment of that. And just as when we started to feel good about ourselves, Mahomes decided to take out his number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Freaking what a jerk.
Team 1, again, mentioned before, them going full 0 RB to start. They got Chase, JSN, Tyreek, Metcalf, nice wide receiver room there. Joe Burrow, round 5. 4 straight running backs, should have been 3. They allegedly dropped their iPad. Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Zach Charbonnet. Cam Scatterbo. I will say, Dwain, this is man, you're drafting 2 Giants running backs with rounds 7 and 9. I mean, they're both not going to boom. And I just feel like when we're trying to win 500K here, you're kind of vulturing yourself. Like someone's just going to have Tracy or Scatterbo, and they're going to also have someone that's going to be really good round 7, round 9.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't like necessarily. I don't like handcuffing that close
that early
together. Because there's. So what you're saying there is, hey, one of them wins the job. Well, guess what? They could also split. And if they split, it's going to suck. And you're not going to want to start either of them. So there's just multiple scenarios there. I mean, if it's me on that pick, I'm taking J.K. Dobbins instead of Cam Scatterbo.
I'm not saying you can't handcuff, and maybe it works out, man. We'll see what happens. But Taj Brooks, if you have Chase Brown, you're getting Taj Brooks in round 14. It's okay, then you look at the freaking guys going around it, and all right, yeah. So even if Chase Brown balls out, you're buying yourself at least a little bit of insurance there, but we'll see. Josh Downs, I believe, suffered a hamstring injury. You see that?
I did not. But
here, I'll pull this up. This is funny. It'll be worth it. I love when you search someone's name on Twitter and just something really, really makes you giggle. All right, Dwayne, here's the first thing to pop up with Josh Downs. Josh Downs' hamstring injury set me on fire.
that doesn't.
I was earnestly looking at it, okay, do we have something good going on here?
Set me on fire. That's amazing.
That's going to be a copy image. We'll be tweeting that one out within a few weeks. My personal Slack chat is just full of fucking funny memes that I eventually get back to.
Yeah.
Dobbins went. I was hoping that he'd come to us too.
Yeah, but getting Quinshawn makes all this easier to, all these running backs going.
You're
now,
right.
And we're about to get these receivers. Dude, I'm down for Jawan Jennings, Jaden Reed, Khalil Shakir, Jaden Higgins.
I can't believe they're still on the board.
Keenan Allen.
Only 5 wide receivers have gone this entire range.
That's what I'm saying. We're kind of we're sitting in a really good spot here. I love this build, and we're at the point where I'm not really worried about quarterback. There's so many that we like in this tier.
Even if we get 2 of the T. Law to McCarthy tier, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I am too. I kind of want Drake May. I'm getting on the Drake May.
I just wonder if the rushing's a little overrated.
Yeah, but it might be. But the thing is, he has the ability to do it.
And his comp group is so freaking good.
Yeah, they're just Bigsby. So Jawan
I
Jennings,
see people pushing him up to QB 10, and that's too much.
Jawan
Jennings
and Jaden Reed him last round,
right? And Jaden
Reed. Fuck yeah,
I'm good with that. We don't need a quarterback.
It's already done.
All right.
Dude, these guys in my breakout research both had some really strong points. And to get them to come all the way back here, this is I love this. So
and the whole 2 wide receiver sets thing, I get it. We want our guys out there as much as possible. But He's priced as a wide receiver 4 right now. He's already beat this. We know he's really freaking good. I looked it up. Romeo Doubs runs 4 to 5 routes per game out of 12 personnel. Like, I wish we had those routes too. I'm not going to be completely out on a guy because of 4 routes per game, Dwayne. I'm just not.
Yeah, and that's pushing him down the board. Obviously, we're getting an injury discount here. Mm-hmm. But Jaden Reed, so you know how much I love JSN. Jaden Reed's breakout profile was almost the same as JSN's, and you have to take JSN in round 3 and you get Jaden Reed in round 8 or 9 when he wasn't hurt. Now he's hurt and he's falling to round 10. That's getting
no longer wearing a walking boot, Dwayne.
Yeah, he can wear a walking boot for the next 2 months, and I don't care right now. Like, we also got Juwan Jennings. We also got another player that was hurt at that pick with Juwan Jennings, but I like both of those picks.
We were talking about Jennings.
We got 3 weeks till the season starts, man. I'm not freaking yet. Or do we got 2 weeks? It's 3, isn't it?
Something like it's 3.
Yeah,
because we're 3 weeks from the season opener, and they somehow didn't put a preseason football game on tonight.
Yeah, I know. I woke
up this morning and I was literally like, all right, who's playing tonight? Like, let's go. Nothing.
Nope, nothing. We got us a draft going, though. And
yeah, we do.
Way better about this draft. There goes Jaden Higgins. We had Jaden Higgins in our queue. I like Mr. Higgins.
He's someone that Jake Seeley, I think he's like his most drafted receiver this year.
I've got him a lot, too. I've kind of laid off of him the last 3 or 4 days just because I have so damn much.
He should be starting opposite Nico. I'm not totally convinced he's better than.
He's kind of rotating right now.
Noel.
Yeah. I think there's a danger of a 3-way rotation for the other 2 spots.
There's a couple teams that do that every year, and it's like, no, come on.
And the Texans have actually been one of them to do it in the past. Now they have a different offensive coordinator, but same head coach. So, but I really do like Higgins. I'm not trying to burn him down.
Where he's going is fine. Yeah. So there's still some wide receivers that I'm down for, but we're in a very good spot with it, man. Probably start getting some running backs again.
Yeah, I'm putting Tootin over there. Just the vibes are happening. I doubt he makes it back. I'll put Jaden Blue over there. Where are you at on Blue? I know we're hearing that. It's so funny listening to the quotes about Javonte Williams. It's like he's getting all the work, but essentially it's like, God, the coach is like, it's
the guy's experienced his mind.
Yeah, it's almost like he's talking about going to visit someone in a nursing home, not like starting running back. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Bro, Javonte is 25 years old, and they talk about him like he's freaking 34.
Poor guy, man.
Just great to have a leader in the room.
Dude, in pre-injury, Javonte was a pure joy.
He was
to watch play football. Like a guy that could, honestly, a lot like Kenneth Walker. Not as quite as twitchy, but stronger, right? Had a good lateral jump cut, could put his foot in the ground just like Ken Walker, but could bowl your ass over.
He carried piles, man. It was crazy.
Dude, remember that there was a play against the Cowboys where he carried 6 dudes.
He had 3 or 4 of those that year, though. Just runs that for anyone else is their top highlight, bar none. And he had 4 of them.
Yeah.
There's Jaden Blue. Yeah, hey, look, I'll say this: the Cowboys and the Jaguars backfields. I want one of those running backs. I just do every draft. You can prefer him.
Going to take Tootin. It's just a Tootin team.
We said that before that we didn't take Judkins. So
that's true.
We shall see. Pop Douglas, he's really rising up there in the ranks, man.
It's the Josh McDaniels
slot boy.
Slot boy. And Pop Douglas has been pretty good.
I like Pop.
Credit. I mean, he's been a pretty decent little baller. If I am taking a Patriots receiver, though, it's not him. It's Kyle Williams.
Yeah, dude. Best 4-target, 0-catch game ever. I'm serious. Like, those routes were awesome. I'm not even being a dick.
I want him on this team. Now he's in my head. I want Bajal Tootin and Kyle Williams and Drake May on this team. I would also be good with Caleb Williams. I know you like Justin Fields too. So we have a lot of options at quarterback right now, but I think we'll see what's here when it comes back. But I feel like maybe we should take one of these because we're going to want two, I think, on this team.
We're going to want two at this point. Honestly, like, past Burrow, past Mahomes, I would say I kind of want two quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, and we also have just learned playing in these leagues the last 2 years.
Everyone else is
how many people take, and they're not on the waiver wire. So that's the other problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I think I wrote my quarterback, strategy piece, and we always look at like the overarching factors, right, that open up success, for these guys. And there's no doubt what they are, like the guys that have the dual threat. But man, like I think I'm done with Kyler Murray. I think I'm just getting to the point, like, and maybe it's stupid because like it's a preseason game last week, but it's just like the same shit over and over again.
That no-look pick.
I'm like,
Brandon Aubrey.
I don't know, man. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with Kyler. I don't know if it's a study. I don't want to try to pretend. I don't know this dude. Who knows what's going on? But there's something's off.
Yeah. I mean, do you see the quote from Schottenheimer? We was talking to.
Yeah, man. And man, that's kind of
a line coach.
Coaches don't normally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole, I mean, we joke about it, but the whole video game contract thing, like that was weird.
Yeah.
Never heard about it before.
That really happened. Anyone else. That was a real thing.
You tell me there wasn't a little smoke to that fire? Like, come on.
Yeah. Now look, Kyler's got the tools, and we've seen it from him already in his career. So he's technically right there, but he's just one of these guys. It's like you say, we do the research, we do everything, but I don't feel comfortable with him. You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable taking him. It's like I think I'm going to move him below Drake May.
Wow, that's a little extreme for me.
I think. Well, I get it, but it's like you say, it's, and it might be extreme, but not if Drake May ends up being this great passer that Kyler's not. I think we're going to have to take Drake May down here.
I'm cool getting some Drake May. Why Drake May over Brock Purdy, though? We already know what Brock Purdy is, and he's a pretty damn good quarterback.
Dude, mine is just the ceiling for Drake May. If he can run for 500 yards and then he throws for 4,200, like he's going to melt faces off.
Yeah.
So, and I like Purdy too. Like, so I'm not necessarily against turning him. The problem is we've still got Tootin on the board. I think we need a running back. I think we need another running back here. Keenan Allen's still there. I know he's old and he's fat, but he had a 27% target share last year.
What's his ADP though? I mean,
well, I think
probably won't come back, but
yeah,
I'm just wondering.
There he goes.
That does take a while. Okay, cool.
And he went with Brandon Ayuk. So Keenan's another one of those guys that if you're kind of shaky early, he could steady the ship for you. And here's the thing, last year I watched the film on Keenan. I thought he kind of got the short end of the stick from some of the people that were watching him and saying that it was just all these fake BS routes. Now, I'm not like this absolute film study guy, but you and I together saw the play where he shook the guy for that. He did the little sluggo
Detroit
route. Yeah, and the little route where he kind of did the head nod outside and he crossed to the middle for the touchdown. Like he's got some game left, and he gets to match up against linebackers and safeties. And
September calf injury, like we've made more excuses for other guys. So,
all right, so we're definitely taking a quarterback here.
Yeah,
I want May.
I know.
What will it make you feel better if we go May and Williams together?
You mean what, May and Fields?
And Kyle. Well, we could go May and Fields. I feel like we need to take Tootin, though.
What about Shaheed, bro? I guess we're just already good on wide receiver. We need a running back more.
I think we do need Tootin.
I'm cool with Tootin. I see like Tootin could get there without, like, he could just take over the backfield potentially. And this is a fine enough price point. If we have Tootin, I'm cool going Tootin in May.
I really do think that Fields and May are in the same tier together. This guy may take Drake May in front of us, and if he does, we'll take Justin Fields. Who's the next running back? He might take Tootin right here. Do you have another running back you like here? He did not. He took Jerome Ford. All right, so we'll take Tootin. Correct?
Tootin, come on down.
Tootin's on the team. And then we're going to take Drake May.
So just
are you wanting Fields? What's ADP over there say?
Let me see.
May's pick 16. Justin Fields is pick 12. We're not. I don't think either one of them is coming back. So whichever one we let go.
We've seen Fields give us a top 5 season, but man, he can't throw the fucking football.
Dwayne. I know that's why I lean to May, because he's not going to be the rusher that Fields is going to be, but man, he really could be a good passer.
Let's go Drake, man.
All right. But I like getting one there, and then we'll still get a Trevor Lawrence or a JJ McCarthy. You get the tiebreaker on the next one. I got it, since I got the tiebreaker.
It's all good
on that one.
I like May too. It's my only pushback is when I see people moving up in the top 10, I guess, but I get it. He's kind of.
I think he's got the tools, right. And that's the main thing. And again, we kind of have a big tier. Notice how big, I've got that tier drawn out.
Yeah,
it's like Burrow goes, then and it's like, okay, there's a pretty big tier here. I think you could argue that you put a little tier break, maybe after Baker.
But that's why, even then, man, I mean, I go through position by position a little bit in these strategy articles, and I see why. I have Baker ranked QB7 or whatever. I have Bo Nix QB8. I see why they're going where they are. I can't make myself pick those dudes 30 spots ahead of Drake May, Brock Purdy, Justin Fields when there's still legit good wide receivers and running backs on the board.
I can't either. We're unlocked step on it.
And there goes Fields. God, people take these second quarterbacks so quickly. All good.
Yeah, when you already spent an 8th on Mayfield. But we've learned that about this over here. A year ago, we would have
tried to run it back.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been good.
We would have screwed it up. And we would have been looking at this amazing draft we've had. And don't be wrong, we could have still been fine. I love getting JJ McCarthy or Trevor Lawrence on this team.
I'd be going, hey, Bryce Young last 6 weeks, Dwayne. Why can't he be our QB1?
I brought this up to you a month ago, and you poo-pooed me, and now you're okay. So I'm good.
Oh, well, Bryce? I was just, I wasn't actually trying to hate on him. I was just saying that's what we would have talked ourselves into. I found a crazy Bryce stat the other night. I was not expecting it. So it was actually, I was looking up for Drake May about his scramble fantasy points per game. Mm-hmm. And because I've done, the rushing fantasy points per game, but I was like, okay, what about who actually gets the most fantasy points per game just from scrambles? Bryce Young, number 1 last year.
Yeah, dude. I saw your tweet. That was a good tweet.
More than Jaden Daniels.
And remember, this guy, I know people laugh because he's small, but when he declared for college as a 5-star prospect, he was a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
So
no, he makes plays, man.
The thing is, at Alabama, when you go into the scramble drill, there's some amazing receiver getting open as you go into the scramble drill. What happens in Carolina before you had T-Mac and you had cut Deontay, or you got rid of Deontay Johnson, and all you have is Adam Thielen, and you've got younger guys still learning the ropes. Now, don't get upset. We are cokeheads, guys. We do like us some Jalen Coker. You got to run because the guys are not open. So
another kicker off the board, man. That's just can't relate to that. All I'll say. Dylan Sampson, Rashid Shaheed. We're in the middle of round 12 here. Vibes are night and day compared to our last one of these. Feeling good. We got our quarterback, Drake May, round 12.
Is there another one we can just enter and draft it right now too?
Just keep going. Late round QB for the win. Running back room, Devon Achane, end of round 1. Kenneth Walker, beginning of round 4 at the turn. Picked up Quinshon Judkins at the round 8 turn. Got Bayshal Tootin here just a few minutes ago, round 11 to 12 turn. Wide receivers, got Nico Collins, beginning of round 2. Went 3 straight, rounds 5 through 7. George Pickens, Travis Hunter, Emeka Ibuka. Honestly, in that, like, we knew we needed 2, or we were thinking about taking 2 between Emeka and Judkins. We ended up taking Judkins there, talk through it. And like we already had Jawan Jennings and Jaden Reed on the short list of guys that we would have been down taking. Somehow got those 2 to fall back to us. Like, again, we've done probably 15 of these now in the last 2 years, man. I'm not used to having that happen, man. No. So hell yeah.
And a lot of it, the other thing that you talked about earlier that was really nice is having McBride already on the team and just not like feeling like we were in any sort of jam. No. So I'm just kind of filling up the queue right now with names. Obviously, who the hell is Trinity Benson? I guess Trey Benson went. Where did Trey Benson go? He didn't. I don't.
No, he's up there, round 9, beginning.
Oh my God, round 9? I forget. They just go early over here.
Yeah, before Etienne and Dobbins, though. That's curious. I don't know. Some people think Benson's going to have a role, I guess.
I thought Josh Norris had a pretty good video clip that he put out, and because I hadn't had a chance to watch the Trey Benson highlights. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it pretty much looks like last preseason. The dude running sideline to sideline, not getting downhill, like trying to tiptoe when you're like, dude, you're a big dude. Like, just drop the shoulder and run over somebody, for crying out loud.
Well, I did the thing too, man, where it's like people just want to make Trey Benson happen. They want to make fetch happen. And Amari DiMercato had a sick, like 45-yard touchdown on the screen. And I was like, oh, look at Trey Benson. It's like, yeah, I get it. Some people get annoyed when I do that stuff. But like, I'm trolling, but I'm also like trying to poke fun at the fact that it's Amari DiMercato, so no one cares, even though that was a sick play. If that was Trey Benson, people would be losing their damn minds, Dwayne.
They would be.
So there is a slight method to my annoying madness, but
you've got a method to all of it. I see you.
I'm playing 4D.
I see you,
just myself. Chess is cool, man. I've had thoughts about trying to get into a little bit of chess. Why not? Worst things to learn in life.
Yeah, my son Landry, he likes it. He plays. But he plays
against Landry's playing chess, putting computers together from scratch.
No, Camden was doing that. Camden was putting together the computer from scratch today.
The McFarland's just doing all sorts of cool shit while Dad wastes away playing fantasy football.
Oh, dude, like I'm in my office all the time working, so they'll come in here and like check.
Putting a roof over their heads, damn it.
Yeah, well, Camden, he's graduated college and he's got an awesome job, and he's just chilling with us right now. So like he's loaded.
That's awesome, dude. Like mom and dad.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Kyle. I was really hoping we'd get Kyle to pair with Drake May, but we're pretty good at receiver. They're kind of banging around these running backs too. I've got Algier, Jalen Wright in the queue.
There we go.
I had Najee Harris even in the queue for you. What does participating in drills mean?
No, I didn't know he was there. I thought he was still walking around with his weighted vest.
No, it said he's participating in drills yesterday.
Well,
no, I mean, maybe he was running the ladder. I don't know.
He just went anyway.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he went. Everybody I just put in the queue went. All these backs.
Oh, Najee. Dude, I have some horrible basketball teams from like March.
That soon?
Yeah, that's wild. When Najee signed with the Chargers, bro, I was like, I remember asking, I was like, what's the difference between Najee and Joe Mixon right now? The difference is the Texans didn't draft a first-round running back, but we didn't know that in March, okay? That's why it is fun. Like, man, I'm not even maxing. I'm not going to come close to maxing BBM or anything this year, but I appreciate the contests that close in a set time period,
Well, if you're going to play BBM, like you really need to be drafting all along. I didn't draft enough teams early.
Right, but I wish I almost wish more redraft formats had that, like so we could draft a redraft team in April and not worry about competing against ones in August.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, I think you just got to draft across all of them if you're going to do that. You're getting different types of value depending on the window you're drafting in.
I would need our quarterback here.
There goes Algier.
It's okay. I would like Jalen Wright. We have Achane. Doesn't really matter. Round 13, round 1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Shipley would be the other option if we want to go with a. I feel pretty good about Shipley being the main. Oh, there goes Tillman there. Tillman, that's a good pick too. I had him in our queue.
Me too, but Wright does have a chance of standalone value. I'm not saying it's a great one, but it's better than Shipley's.
Right, but Shipley, if we're putting him in our lineup, it's with Achane. And it's because Saquon went down.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay taking Wright. I think what we have to do is decide between JJ McCarthy and Trevor Lawrence, and I'm going to allow you to make the decision. Look at the bye week at least. Drake May's week 14. We're good. Lawrence is 8. JJ's 6. Now, Trevor Lawrence, we do have the stack with Hunter.
Yeah. I think that's enough of a tiebreaker for me.
And we have Tootin. So, like, if the Jags kind of go nuclear.
Look at us jagging off.
Ray McLeod. McLeod. All right. And
take Jalen
or Shipley. I think Shipley's the better upside play based on the team we've built.
Yeah.
I don't think Jalen's going to have enough standalone value, but I could be wrong. Like, what if he is the Raheem Mostert? Like, if that happens, we're going to hate the Achane pick. So it's kind of like
not necessarily. Achane was just fine next to Mostert.
Yeah,
that's the argument.
But it was a crazy good year for that offense.
It was,
and their offensive line has kind of gotten jacked.
The vibes are a little weird in Miami right now.
I mean,
we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Already have 4 running backs. We already have 4 running backs, and none of them are pure handcuffs. I'm okay taking a pure handcuff. We can go Shipley.
All right. I just think for this build, I think 9 out of 10 teams we're taking Jalen Wright. But on this one where we have Achane, like if we're swinging for the pure upside,
that's fine. And again, if we had if our RB3 wasn't the Browns' likely RB1, and if we had a pure handcuff and Tootin, I'd be like, well, we might need a running back who can give us some weeks, but I don't think we're really going to have that problem. So,
how are you feeling about Blake Corum at this point? Like, I kind of feel like he might be separating from Jarquez Hunter as the 2.
I mean, it seemed that way in the preseason.
I mean, we don't have that much data, but that's like the data we have.
So you're saying that Sean McVay and Les Snead's really nice comments about Blake Corum outweigh their really nice comments about Jarquez Hunter?
No, I'm saying they have nice comments about both, and the preseason utilization is like it's one data point. Like it could be the opposite it could be the opposite this week. Because how the coaches do with some of these things, it's like, hey, you get it this week, next week it'll be the other guy.
And I get it. Jarquez Hunter has more explosive ability, but Blake Corum is also like a Kyron comp. Like they run similarly. I always mess that word up.
Yeah. And I think Corum is the guy more built to handle a big workload.
I don't know. Maybe the guy who scored the most touchdowns ever at Michigan is all right. Is that too simple?
Right.
That slappy take, as the kids are saying these days.
Yeah, I needed to move Nick Chubb down my ranks.
Yeah. He hasn't gone here.
Well, he basically got the same comment from his coach that we got about Javonte Williams.
At least it makes sense for Chubb, you know?
Yeah. You know what I think of when I hear that quote is Frank Gore and how he would just keep playing. And
God, Chubb's only 29 too.
Yeah.
If you would have told me Chubb was 33, I'd be like, I mean, yeah.
That's the difference between these drafts and Underdog, where you don't have to start 3 wide receivers, right? You have 2 running backs, and then you have 2 flex. Mm-hmm. Instead of taking Will Shipley in round 17 or 18, you have to take Will Shipley in round 14.
That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, Mr. Dwain. By the way, you did not have to take DSTs and kickers near, although Dwain will push for that, so we don't have to worry about the waiver wire. Last draft, we needed every single RB bowler we could get. So we'll see who's available.
Yeah. You're right, though, as far as what you – unless, like, last year we had some defenses that, like, with the Eagles and stuff, we were on the right defenses.
Oh, my God. And we cut the fucking Eagles. I mean –
yeah. Well, there was a bye week. I think they had I can't remember.
It was week 5.
Yeah.
Because they were 2-2 going to that bye. And or maybe were they 2-2 or 3-1? They had that like late, I don't want to say lucky, but I mean that Saints game was a toss-up. And they were 2-2. They lost the Falcons week 2. London beat them late, and then the Buccaneers blew their doors off in week 4. They lost one more game the rest of the year when Jalen Hurts got concussed and tried to thumbs up his way out of it. That Eagles team was so good.
It's kind of funny that Miles Sanders is falling now in drafts. Like, I mean, it's not like I love Miles Sanders, but nothing has really changed. Like the coaches are saying, are saying terrible things about the guy that's getting the most reps.
I guess that's all it is, but I hear you. He could still easily get 10 touches a week 1.
He was out like a week of practice due to an injury.
I just saw someone noting that Sanders seemed like he was there more so as a veteran presence. I guess he and Javonte are trying to have that role. Yeah, Keaton Mitchell around 14, man. I mean, not saying
it's I mean, it's just it's the nature of the format.
Yeah. Thoughts on? Are you good with May and T-Law? Is there another quarterback that you're like, oh?
Well, I mean, JJ McCarthy.
I'm saying,
like if he just, but McCarthy went. He and Goff are gone. McCarthy to the guy that has Jalen Hurts.
What about Herbert?
I'm fine with it. I don't.
Let's see who's on the board, but I'm just saying if these quarterbacks fall a little bit.
The dual threat guys are the ones where I'm much more willing to like tack them on, you know, because it's like
we're high last year. And
yeah, I mean they're talking about running him more. I don't.
You got your arrow on the other
quarterback, but like
not necessarily. But
let's see.
Herbert and Richardson would be the only other guys I consider tacking on.
Yeah, I would say last round Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I like that call. He looked good, man.
Dude, he looked really good.
He's still, you know, that's the Ole Miss thing, man. You give him his first read, like he can put the ball where he wants. Post snap processing, but you know what? Like it's a big problem for a lot of young quarterbacks, not just ones who went to Ole Miss. So love it. Take all these defenses, please. I think the Ravens should be a top 3 defense. I'm surprised people aren't taking them. They reloaded, man. Maybe they're just a little old. I don't know. They got Jair now, joined the secondary. Chidobe Awuzie, ex-Cowboy, drafted Malachi Starks. That was such a freaking Ravens always get these picks. And they got Green as well. Was that his name? Yeah, Mike Green.
Yeah.
Oh, how was he there in the second round? Don't Google it. God, it'd be awesome. I mean, I guess it's disappointing, but like being a Ravens fan, just watching your team beat the shit out of every single team for 4 months a year would be fun. I think it was a Ben Solak stat. I love reading his stuff at ESPN, but
yeah, he's been so good.
I think it was like the two. I don't want to mess it up, but it was like the two teams that had the best 5-year stretches I think ever in DVOA without making a Super Bowl were the 2020 to 2024 Ravens and Bills.
Yeah.
And he might have gotten it from the who was the OG Football Outsiders legend?
Schatz.
Yeah, Aaron Schatz. He's at ESPN now. Might have been Aaron's stat originally. So shout out Aaron and
Damian Pierce. I have not seen that name drafted.
Averaged like 7 yards per carry last year. Don't ask me what the sample size was.
Dude, you know who's going off this year? It's finally happening. He's my most drafted tight end. He already was early in the year, but now he really is.
Oh, Kincaid?
No.
Oh. Chigokonkwo?
Chigokonkwo. Dude.
Really?
He's going off. I'm telling you. He's going to be the number 2 behind Ridley in that offense. You know, at the end of the last year, man, they gave him that full-time role, and they did it last week in the preseason game. Like, so I think there's a chance he's going to be an 80-85% route player, and we already know he's good. He's just never been in a full-time role. This dude is a baller after the catch. Chigokonkwo, he's the next name here in tight end. I don't mind adding a tight end.
So it was a nice. I'll say this: when I was like going through my Titans,
we got Brenton Strange too, which is
I looked at Chig post Hopkins trade, and his routes went from 58% to 69%. Nice, that's very close to what we want. Went from 5.3 PPR points per game to 8.2, which was still only tight end 21. And then they drafted Gunnar Helm, who like legit had 600-700 yards at Texas last year. So I just thought Helm on a team.
I think Helm will be the extra guy. He's not an inline guy yet. I know he did it some at Texas, but not necessarily a blocker, more of a receiver.
Right. So that was my hesitation. But no, you're right. When we got that data point last week, Chig and Marvin Mims were like the two lower key ones that I thought really mattered a lot more than the other stuff we actually saw. So, and we're not going Chig yet.
No. I mean, like Dallas Goedert just now went. I mean, Pitts is gone. Otten's gone.
Is Kincaid available? Nope. There he goes.
Corum. Man, like I never take Corum, and I wanted to get him, and that's how it works.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely not taking Nick Chubb. Oh, he already went.
All right. Yeah, I'm not doing
Justin Herbert went too, so that probably dumb idea anyway is definitely over now.
All right, well, it's one pick away from us.
What about Xavier Leggett?
I like Leggett. I've got Jalen Knoll up here, Leggett up here. There goes Tua.
Is Jake Ferguson really
actually, I think we do just take Okonkwo here as one of these 2 picks. Right, now because that tier just dried up.
Yeah, I guess
I think we need a running back. Marshawn Lloyd's practicing again. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, Dontavian Wicks was having what they say he was doing.
No, it was talking about Lloyd, and he was just talking about how amazing he is. And
I know, but I thought they said Dontavian Wicks was like watching him, like having an out of body experience.
Maybe I might have missed that part. All right,
so I think I believe in Marshawn Lloyd.
All right, so let's take Okonkwo and Lloyd.
Do we want to take Lloyd? Take Lloyd.
Yeah, I like getting Okonkwo here.
I guess my argument is Okonkwo could be back to us. And if we had to do a Jonnu or a Likely, I don't really worry about that. I like
Jake quite a bit better than them now. I've got him. See how far I've got him moved up? I've got him right next to Pitts. Just basically, I've got him in the tier right there with Kincaid.
Leggett is a year 2 first rounder in an offense that could be ascending.
I just think Jalen Coker is going to take his job. So my problem with Xavier Leggett is when I watch him, he sucks. Can you
I hear you
for me? Because if you can, I'll take him right here.
That's kind of my issue too. When you talk about Xavier Legette playing football, that's where the problems come in.
I mean,
All right,
dollar bill.
I
can take Legette. I really will. I think the thought process behind taking Legette right here is good.
There's still a few wide receivers I'm okay with, and we already have 6, so that's okay. Take your guy Chig. I like Chig.
All right.
I gotta find this Wicks quote. I'm just happy we got Marshawn Lloyd.
We are kind of getting weak as we get older. We're actually willing to take backups so we don't have to work the waiver wire on everything. And he does not have the same bye week. Dude, pull up the freaking utilization report and show it off to people, man. Pull up the game log and pull up Chico Conk. Let's get hyped.
Okay, hold on. I found it. Marshawn Lloyd juking just drew oohs and ahs from his own teammates. Dontavian Wicks had hand on chin, mouth open like he saw a ghost.
Oh, that makes it even better. The beauty of Marshawn Lloyd is he'll be hurt again before the season, and so he will be an easy cut when we're having to pick up whatever it is we need.
That's what it's all about. All right, what do you want me to show off? Utilization report for who?
Yeah. Pull up the game log view. Go to the Tennessee Titans.
Getting tricky with it. No.
Yeah. And hit your control minus to get that screen down.
Yeah.
There we go.
What weeks? Last
go is like the last 2 to 3 weeks where they gave him that full-time role. But you can go down and see.
All right, that's tight end. Let's look at the flex. All right. Out targeting or same target share as Nick Westbrook-Keeney is no easy task, Dwain. He's almost there with Ridley. Unreal. What was going on with Ridley, man? That's what confused me with last year. I complained to Dwain every other day about the targets, and I look back at last year. I'm like, well, how did I not get more then?
Go down, scroll down to Chig. Go to the tight ends.
Infuriates me. Why is Tajay popping up? Probably have him selected
because you're on flex.
Yeah, there's Chig.
All right. Now pop that open and look at those. You can basically see. So get rid of that final week.
Oh yeah, it was the week 18.
We got
throwing them down.
Yeah. And again, this is super small sample stuff, but they gave him this role at the very end, and you can kind of see where it started to happen. And he was up to 10.3 over this span that you have. I think that's a good span that you have highlighted. Those very last 2 games, right, were his biggest roles. Those last 3 games, I mean, he was on a little mini heater. And again, a guy that's posted the underlying data stuff that in the past has kind of told us there's probably something, to his game, and those small sample things don't always work out. But you always want to remember them whenever suddenly the player starts getting the playing time to go along with it. So
Pollard's not. They didn't. I mean, how many balls did he even catch last year? I mean, he did catch 41. If there's no Spears,
they throw to their backs. They throw to their backs.
They do. I know Pollard's capable. He just.
But I mean, we got the ghost of Tyler Lockett, Alec Iomanor, who we both think like has some nice traits about him, but at the same time, like it's a 4th round draft pick. Chimery Dyke, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Also a round 4 pick from Florida. So, I mean, like, again, like one of those guys could step up, but like if I had to place a bet today on who's going to be the number 2 target earner on the Tennessee Titans behind Calvin Ridley, it's Chigo Okonkwo. And it's not just a pure bet on, he's getting playing time. He actually has earned targets before.
Yeah.
So.
You're not wrong, Mr. Dwain. I've been taking Juwan Johnson's like my 2nd or 3rd most drafted tight end. So he's been my late round guy. But I've taken some Chig because I've drafted a lot of Ridley. I get Ward as my 3rd quarterback, and Chig's.
Yeah, you should do Chig a decent amount.
Yeah.
Just because you draft so much of Ridley. I've gotten my Ridley exposure. You'd be proud. I've gotten it higher.
He's up there now. I got some good closing line values, if you will, on him because I was taking him more so when he was in that mid-tier wide receiver 3. I feel like he's going a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I've been mixing him in. I got so much Travis Hunter, like I have to not take Travis Hunter sometimes in Best Ball Mania.
I don't know. You just been drafting the whole time. Wide receiver, even when he was like
low. Oh yeah, my closing line value looks terrible because when I started taking him, he was around 4 pick, and then he fell, and I just never stopped. Like I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna keep doubling down, which isn't always the thing you should be doing. Like you shouldn't go against the market so hard. But I'm just betting on the prospect. So
he's gotten to the point now where I'm like, oh yeah, Travis Hunter versus Jalen Waddle. Like, okay, give me Hunter. Like that's cool. But
right.
before it was.
Do you have a defense you like?
Ravens went. I told you, Patriots and Cardinals. Those are the two. Patriots over the Cardinals.
Are they actually good defenses or just good schedules?
I think the Patriots are actually not bad. Vrabel's going to have the boys playing strong. They added a good amount of guys, man. Harold Landry, Carlton Davis, Milton Williams.
Well, we don't even. They're like, where are they even? They're listed at the very bottom.
So they're a DST9 on ESPN. I mean, they're not completely out of nowhere.
Now we're picking up something like this. Justice Hill.
I wonder, because I guess we could calculate it because I know I've seen Levitan tweet out the implied totals on offense. I guess you could also run the points allowed, right?
Yeah, the reverse.
That'd be cool to have.
I think James has it. James McCool. You could reach out to him and ask him if he's ran it. He has that data.
Love me some James McCool. Any DFS fiends out there, make sure you check out James's product.
He won 50 grand.
I think one of his subscribers did. Or was it actually him?
I think that was him.
Hell yeah. I know
I thought that was him.
Even if it's not James, I mean, he's always sending stuff like of his subscribers balling out, which is awesome.
So if we take another wide receiver like on this team, like I want the big swing upside, and you know who I like is Isaac Tesla. Like you got to say it like coleslaw. It's not Tesla. It's like coleslaw. It's like Tesla. Perplexity. I got it on the phone. So guys, we work with Perplexity. It's an AI tool. They're the company that's trying to, buy the Google's Chrome search, so they can get all that data. And anyway, they're awesome. So we use Perplexity. And last night I downloaded it on my phone, and I was telling Amanda, I was like, ask it anything. And she's like sitting there, and she's like thinking for like 30 seconds. And she's like, why does a cat have whiskers? Starts telling us. It was actually pretty cool. All the reasons the cat has whiskers, which is pretty badass, to be honest. And then I asked it, I said, is Amanda McFarland a reputable hairstylist?
Oh no, Dwain.
And yeah, I know. And she was laughing, but it couldn't find enough reviews, I guess, on her. It says it couldn't confirm or deny. So then she asked it if Dwain McFarland is a good fantasy analyst, and it said yes. So
hey, there we go.
I was like, yes, I love this thing. All right, you like Miles Sanders, Jalen Knoll? We're not taking another tight end. We got 2. Brenton Strange, you can get out of here. Isaac Tesla. Any other names you're liking?
Anthony Richardson.
Is there a running back? Yeah, well, I like Anthony Richardson.
Just said this late, man, Like he is the quarterback who, I know, I get it, guys, but round 17.
We have 6 wide receivers.
Just went.
We have 6 running backs. We have 2 tight ends. It's on a team where we could do it.
I think we could do it.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so we'll make Richardson one of the 2 picks. Do you like Jalen Noel or Isaac Tesla? Or Miles Sanders?
Isaac Tesla does feel.
Oh man, I feel like it's a Seinfeld episode. Actually, it feels like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Thor loves him, man.
He's like, Tesla.
Love him.
It feels like something Larry David would say.
I do wonder. I mean, I forget when I was talking about this, but like Pat Bryant, when did he go? Did he go?
No, he's kind of down the depth chart, I think, right now.
Wow. Okay, so bad example. But a couple of weeks ago, people were really hyped about Pat Bryant, and he went 4 picks ahead of Tesla or some shit. So Tesla deserves to be getting some love.
Well, here's the thing. I think he's taking Tim Patrick's job out of the gate. And man, if one of JMO or Amon-Ra missed time and Tesla is actually good. So here's the thing with Tesla. Like, his profile is really not very good in the supermodel. So typically I go away from teams like that, but the Lions have been really good, dude, at picking these players. And I'm a nerd in a basement looking at a spreadsheet. The Lions have been hitting on these players, man, and they
good
traded
perception. Shout out Matt Harmon.
Yeah, he put one up today on him. And so they swapped thirds from like 102 to go to 70, and they gave up 2/3. There goes Richardson. They gave up 2/3 next year to get Tesla.
Dude, and he is a freaking one of freaks. I know you're not a relative athletic score guy. 11th though, Dwain, out of over 3,400 guys.
Wow, that feels good.
I mean, he's 6'3", 214, near 40-inch vert, runs a 4.4. He can turn his lights out.
Did your boy go? Yeah, Woody Marks went. I forgot about him.
He can flip the light switch and get in bed before it's dark.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So you want Tesla and what? Jackson Dart? Since you got me thinking about quarterback with freaking Anthony Richardson.
I'm not. We talked about getting Dart earlier. I'd be down. There's not a dude like none of these running backs really. I mean, even like Ollie.
I mean, it's Miles Sanders in my opinion, or Jarquez Hunter.
Still there. Sean Tucker.
Yeah, Miles Sanders is still here.
We're going Isaac Tesla
first. Yeah, we're taking him. And then it's Jalen Noel, Miles Sanders, or Jackson Dart. I think we can wait on Dart. I don't think he's going to go.
I think so too.
You want to take Miles Sanders?
Yeah.
It feels so gross, doesn't it?
All right. Yeah, but round 17, I mean, you know what's grosser than round 18, Miles Sanders, is round 8, Javonte Williams.
I agree. I freaking agree.
I was actually drafting a good amount of Miles late, but I don't know.
Well, he kind of got steamed a little bit. Now he's back down. Now you can buy him again. He got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to keep drafting him anymore.
I mean, just, you look at your exposures and you're like, you see Miles Sanders as a top 5 running back, and
it doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good, Dwain.
It's the opposite of how you feel when you see Travis Hunter, or someone like that. When you see Trevion Henderson.
It's just fun. At the end of the day, come on. It's supposed to be fun. All right. The one guy, Dwain, is Sean Tucker. That would be the one running back I'd be willing. Oh, and there he goes.
God, wow, you talk about jinxing my big mouth. Jesus, dude.
This happened to me a time or two.
It has happened to you a time or two over the years doing this.
It's happened a time or two today. Brashard Smith, maybe?
Yeah, I'm down. So we're not getting a defense?
I'd rather take
I'm fine not. We'll grind the damn defenses to start the season.
I'm saying, well, we don't need to just take guys necessarily. Brashard Smith, I do think actually has some level.
I figure you're going to tell me to take Kenneth Gainwell, the true toy that Arthur Smith can't wait to unveil.
No, like miss me with that. But DJ Giddens, Jarquez Hunter could be still the guy. Roshan's still available? Hasn't he just been out? Why is Roshan dead? Because Kyle Monangai ran well against 4 stringers.
I think Jarquez Hunter, is he gone? Yeah, he must have gone.
Oh yeah, okay, went around 14.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
went 5
falling off the wagon here. I got Trevor Etienne over here.
Yeah.
Tyler Goodson is the backup right now to the.
Come on, though. That's like how Samaje Perine's the backup. But
I was just trying to act like I knew something. Yeah, I think everything I'm reading about Roshan is a specialized role, like honestly, Samaje Perine.
Maybe he's the goal line back, or is he Jamal Williams?
I think Monangai is the guy that might, if someone takes the goal line work, I think it's going to be the freaking gritty dude from Rutgers.
Unreal.
It is unreal. But like, it's one of those deals where when it first started happening, we're kind of, all right, whatever. Okay, dude, calm down. And like, it just, the reports and everything keep coming out about him. So I think it's like a legit thing at this point. They took Brashard Smith.
How is Roshan Johnson not like good?
But I mean, I'll put
he was
Roshan.
He was a quarterback recruit. He's number 6 dual threat quarterback. He's a 4-star, went to Texas, backed up Bijan Robinson. You can't beat out a freaking 7th rounder from Rutgers.
Well, he's been hurt. He's been sidelined with an injury for like 2 weeks or something like that. I think it was a foot injury.
Yeah, it's not great. Jamal Williams is making his rounds.
Shout out Chicago. I just want to see Jamal Williams doing his dance.
Dude, he's so funny. His only touchdown in New Orleans was when Jameis went rogue on the kneel down.
Got Arthur Smith fired. Arthur Smith was freaking out on Dennis Allen.
Dude, the Jimmy Graham follow-up was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He's like, it wasn't just Jameis, it was all of us. And then at the end, he's like, fuck the Falcons. Jimmy Graham just hanging around, dude, for those extra years was so funny.
Hanging around. Rounders.
2023, Jimmy Graham, 7 targets, 6 catches, 4 touchdowns. Dog. He had that hilarious game for the Bears, that like Saints wildcard game, the first Nickelodeon one. Makes a ridiculous one-handed catch as like time expires. You know, they were down 3 touchdowns anyway, so it didn't even matter. Ridiculous one-handed touchdown, and then just like jogs out of the stadium.
Dude, Jimmy Graham, I've got a dynasty league that's been, golly, what year are we going into? Like 13, something like that. He was it's a tight end premium league. I had the 3rd pick. I took Jimmy Graham, and he was amazing. Like, he was so good for about 3 or 4 years.
About to say, awesome. Might have been number 1 player in fantasy with TEP scoring.
Yeah, he was way up there. And we play IDP, and like JJ Watt would go bananas. Like JJ Watt would score like as much as running backs with the way we have scoring set up, which is the only way to do it. If you're going to do it, like give these dudes the points, right? Like I don't like these IDP leagues where it's like, oh man, we start 2 of them and they score like 4 points a week. It's like, just don't even do it then. Like, what's the point?
That's awesome though. Didn't JJ score like 3 offensive touchdowns one year? They were using him at the goal line that one season when he probably should have won MVP.
Yeah, I think he caught touchdowns too.
Yeah, he caught 3 touchdowns in 2014. Yeah. Insane. Craziest stat.
Those Watt boys, they have a Derek Watt that played fullback for the Chargers, and there was another one,
TJ.
It's like, well, no, not no shit, TJ.
God. Oh, there's a 4th one. Derek,
I think there's a 4th one. I'll ask Perplexity.
There's only 3.
Is there only 3?
Right, have you heard of TJ Watt, Dwain?
Yeah, I've never heard of him. Is he any good?
The crazy stat that I found this weekend too, Mike Vrabel, and you guys have probably heard it before, but Mike Vrabel, 10 career catches, 10 touchdowns.
Oh, they're getting spicy up here in the chat room.
Are they barking?
They're getting after each other. Playa one and taking down the experts. They're trying to wager, I think.
Side bets going on. Ooh, betting a G.
Yeah, he just said, talk the talk, now walk the walk.
Who are they talking?
Playa one. He's throwing down.
This is fun. The hill to die on is T.
I like it.
T. Higgins doesn't suck. Talking down experts says 10K is a drop in the bucket. All right. Nice, man.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Why are you playing in a $300 league then?
If you got 10K hanging around, man, just saying. I was saying I was on the best ball breakfast and Pete was asking how many best ball and stuff, and I was like, I've done a few BBMs, but far more puppies and stuff. I mean, look, I would love to win $2.5 million. Don't get me wrong, but 10K would be pretty freaking sweet too, man. I don't know. Okay, about to be on here.
We're taking Dart. I got ETN or Coker over there. I feel like
Coker could rise up a little bit.
He could rise up a little bit, but the thing with ETN is it's the bet of if something did happen to Chuba in the preseason. Like I think I would probably immediately be more excited about ETN than Rico Dowdle. That could be wrong, but
he would have a chance.
Kind of my gut. He would have a chance. Like, dude, these running backs are so picked over. I don't know if Kendre went. Kendre got a little bit of run. Yeah, Kendre must have gone. Dude, every running back is gone.
Kendre probably went like round 9. Where is he?
Torrey Horton. Did he go? I've stopped like marking guys off.
Kendre Miller might be available. No? Wait.
Miller.
Yeah. Wow.
Kendre is available.
I mean, he is the RB2 in New Orleans.
Let's take him.
So
all right,
Kendre
and who? You want to take Dart or you want to take ETN?
I mean, like we're probably cutting Dart, right? Like, do we want to hold Dart? Maybe.
Yeah, like we're probably cutting him. I think ETN is the better pick.
ETN over Giddens.
Coin flip.
Who'd the
I'll let you decide.
Do you know off the top of your head?
Do what?
Do you know the supermodel like more? Top of the head?
ETN. I think it had ETN slightly higher.
Let's go ETN. Family blood ties.
All right.
And with that, we have wrapped up a much better draft, I believe, than before. Who knows? Knowing fantasy football, Dwain, our first two will probably do better than this one. But yeah, guys, 2 quarterbacks. We got Drake May and Trevor Lawrence in round 12 and 13, respectively. Running back room, Devon Achane, Kenneth Walker, rounds 1 through 4. Waited until round 8. We got Quinshawn Judkins, Bayshaw Tootin in round 11. Filled things out with 5 running backs in the final 7 rounds. Will Shipley, Marshawn Lloyd, Miles Sanders, Kendre Miller, and Trevor Etienne. We did not have to draft a DST and kicker, so we did not. We will be worried about getting a DST and kicker at a later time. Over at wide receiver, we started things off with Nico Collins at the beginning of round 2. Rounds 5 through 7, George Pickens, Travis Hunter, and Emeka Ibuka. We absolutely love to see all the way in round 9 and 10 getting a chance for guys like Juwan Jennings and Jaden Reed. Tacked on Isaac Tesla at the end. And then, tight end. Didn't have to worry about it for most of it because we got Trey McBride there in round 3. Chipped on the one, the only Chiggy Okonkwo in round 16. Dwain, I'm a big fan of this team.
I like this team. Yeah. We don't always take 2 tight ends or 2 quarterbacks, but like I'm fine with it on this team. And just knowing the way these leagues have worked for the last 2 years, the waiver wire, because everybody drafts. I mean, look at how many of these teams have 2 tight ends or 3. So I've kind of changed my thoughts on keeping a backup a little bit, and when you get down to where we took Okonkwo, literally the running backs you were taking at that point were already Ollie Gordon and Brashard Smith and guys like that. So yeah, I don't mind actually tacking on a guy like Okonkwo. We don't have to worry about it, man. Makes our life easier during the season as well. And we stay pretty busy. So yeah, I like the team a lot, man. Balanced. We wanted Trevion. That was the big thing we want. But man, getting Trey McBride at the end of round 3, his ADP is 26. So normally, we're talking about a guy that's going at the beginning of round 3, and we got him at the end of round 3.
Yeah,
I really like that. Dude, Jaden Daniels falling to round 5 in this draft. Jalen Hurts in round 5 of this draft.
I'm just trying to look at their
Those
teams
things
right now. I
stand out.
like silver lining. Jacob Graves, he got CMC to start. 5 straight wide receivers: London, Ladd, Marv, Worthy, and Waddle. Scooped up Hawkinson round 7. Jordan Mason, J.K. Dobbins, Dylan Sampson, Kyle Monange, kind of filling out his RB room. Jaden Higgins, Brandon Ayuk mixed in there. J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Love, round 14, 15. Again, that's the thing, man. When you wait on QB and then double tap 2 of that tier. I mean, we were talking about that. Another guy.
It looks like a team we would draft.
Yeah, which is why I like.
I like that team. No, I like that team a lot. Like, dude, getting Ladd McConkey that far in round 3, where does Ladd normally go? I'm just looking real quick.
He's started to slide a little bit. He's been at practice though. I don't really know why. Him and T. Higgins went next to each other, which I think is pretty.
Ladd goes pick 23 normally on this site. So you got some value on Ladd there. Not quite as much as what we got on Trey McBride, but and that's the thing with Trevion. Breece Hall went early here. Amari and Hampton versus what we're seeing on the ADP went a little bit early as well. So that's what ended up pushing some of the McBride down and McConkey down. We got kind of lucky though that Chuba Hubbard, I don't want to like bash on him, but the guy in front of us took Chuba Hubbard over Trey McBride.
Yeah. That was
like when you get that kind of discount on McBride, like it's just like, I'm not saying Chuba Hubbard won't be good. Like he could be. I'm not drafting Chuba Hubbard in round 3. I just don't want to, but I'm not saying he couldn't be good. That was nice, allowing us to get McBride. That was pretty exciting. And man, it just, to your point, it frees you up so much once you have that, and you don't have to, because if not, like you got to plan ahead of, okay, where are you doing the tight end? So you get the ADP value and you don't have to worry about it. And that's what freed us up to go Juwan Jennings and Jaden Reed when they fell to us. Had we not had McBride there, one of those 2 picks is probably tight end, and we might have taken one even before that.
Mr. Dwain, fun time. We got many more of these to go. Again, apologies to everyone for having a little bit of a gap between them. Had to go get in the lab, try to get some better results for you guys. Dwain literally had to go get a new lab, so very understandable. But meantime, Dwain, you're talking to Mr. Rich Rebar, a dear friend of mine, great legend of the industry as well. Talk data to me. Like and subscribe, everyone.
Yeah, talk data to me tomorrow. We'll be talking about late wide receiver breakouts. So years 4, 5 plus. So, and what are some of the things to look for? So looking forward to doing that with Rich.
Hell yeah.
What do you got tomorrow? You got no show tomorrow? You just hanging out? Oh, you got Sealy tomorrow?
Okay. Yeah. Jake's 3 to draft.
We're going to argue about Darius Slayton and who is the actual person that came up with, kickers aren't real people or band kickers.
Tentatively going to be the first 20 minutes of the show. Tentatively the first 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes. All right, everyone. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back soon enough. Until next time, take care, everybody.